Coco has now graduated to not wearing a leash. Well, she wears it sometimes, but she does not need one. I am super proud of her. She's listening. She's a lot smarter than I thought. Hey, we're not going in that alley. So in this vlog, I didn't do much talking. It was more of just a kind of clips to show you guys what my days look like. This was recorded over like 2 days. It's hard to like talk and entertain while I'm doing my regular routine. If I'm just, filming a video to film a video, that's different. But I'm going to try this new style where I just film what I'm doing and doesn't take away from what I'm doing. I can still focus. I'm not thinking about, talking to the camera. But I like this voiceover thing. I want to try it out some more. This is me trying to do my makeup. I tried to do my eyebrows. I think I messed up pretty bad, but I did my best. Something I want to talk about is just like with this quarantine stuff, I think it's really easy to get, increased levels of anxiety. I think we all have anxiety, which is why I say increased levels. Anxiety and just like self-doubt and questioning. And I deal with that a lot, like especially with the internet stuff. I get a lot of negative feedback, and you just have to laugh and smile at it and know that, if someone's watching, then they do care, and that's a compliment. In any way, shape, or form. If I can make someone laugh, if I can make someone smile, if I can make someone angry, I'm still getting a reaction out of them, and that's what wrestling is all about. So if you're a wrestler and you're offended by those things, then you should probably get a grip. I've been through a lot, but one thing I definitely can deal with is hate. Sometimes it brings me down, but I always come back up. And all that really matters is that you love yourself, and I'm trying to become someone that I love. And that can't just be physical, it needs to be mental. I've always liked the way I look. There's little things I like to change here and there, but I like that I'm different. Always liked being bigger physically, especially now, because I think it's just unique, and it takes hard work. It's not like something you can just get, especially nowadays. You can buy so many things, everything's fake, but you can't buy muscle. So to me, that's something I'm very proud of. Which is why I wear revealing clothing all the time to show my body, because it's something I worked for. But back to the point with this quarantine stuff, I think it's very easy to get anxious. So try to have a plan for each day, because it kind of feels like the days are blending together, and it feels like everything is one long day. At least it feels like that for me. So try to have a mission each day, a list of things you want to get done. So then you feel accomplished when you go to sleep. And then besides just the little things you want to accomplish each day, have like a list of big things that you want to do. For me, there's, a lot of it is money motivation, and not that money is what matters, but money does matter to some degree, because to get what you want, you need money a lot of the time. So have your big goals kind of lined up, so you know what you're working for. Like sometimes I'll be doing my diet stuff, and I'm just like, what am I even doing this for? And then that night I'll go watch a wrestling match, and I'm like, this is why I'm doing it, because this is where I want to be, this is what I want to do. So you have to constantly remind yourself. And like for me, what I need to start doing is have a match that I know motivates me and inspires me, and watch that every single day, so I remember what the goal is. And set other goals too. Like I've been looking at other things that I'm interested in besides just wrestling, because wrestling is my number one, but you need to have other options, because life happens. And speaking of life, game of life, like the physical board game, is very, very, very accurate. It's actually horrifying how accurate it is. I've been starting to think of life like a video game almost, where, and it's a good way to think, because I think that like everything counts. I think I used to live life thinking that like, if nobody sees it, it doesn't count, and the good things you do don't matter, because, no one's keeping track, but they are, and someone is keeping a score. I'm not saying it's God, but it's something like that. But the good things you do count towards you, and they do help. And the bad things you do set you back. And every bad thing you do, you have to make up for it with a good thing. So I used to look at the bad things I've done in life and think, I'm screwed, I'm a bad person now. And that's just not the case. But I do have to go back and do a lot of good things to make up for that. Because you can't just erase them, and they're part of you. And, a lot of people ask me why I have death images tattooed on my arm, and I say, because I was in a very dark place. I was dead inside. And even though I don't feel dead inside now, I can't forget that I felt that way, because it took me feeling that dead inside to know what it feels like to be alive. So appreciate your past, and some of us have to wear it on our sleeves. But be proud of that, and be proud of who you are inside, because who you are outside won't necessarily last forever, but your soul will last forever, and it will jump into many different bodies. So that's the one you have to love and appreciate. Thank you guys for listening. I think I'm gonna start talking here in a second. This is me playing. I wanted to film outside because it's nice today. Something I wanted to start doing in videos at the end of my vlogs is a little shout out. Not all of my videos, I don't want to commit to that because I probably won't do it, but do a little shout out to someone that has helped me or inspired me, or someone that's just been a supportive viewer or fan of my wrestling, whatever it may be. So the first shout out I want to do is to a girl named Simone. She is so sweet. I'm going to attach a couple pictures I have of us. She lives in New Jersey, and she used to come to all my shows for H2O, which was a company that that really, really helped me become who I am. It was like my home company. So she came to all my shows. She was so supportive. She's made me gifts and stuff, like just the sweetest girl you could meet. She's young too, and I always tell her, like, don't do what I do, learn from it. That's the kind of role model I am, is like, I'm gonna tell you the stories of what I've done and don't do them. So she knows I'm crazy though. So yeah, if you want to possibly be featured in a little shout out, send me a picture we've taken together if you've met me, or just send me a message, anything, and I will shout out your social media and whatnot. So I'm gonna put her Instagram in the thing. She's so sweet. Sweetest girl I've ever met. You guys like my little hair bow? I'm gonna turn you the other way. Another reason I wanted to film outside is to show you guys what I'm working with in this backyard. I have a lot of space. I want to put a ring in here, like a wrestling ring, since wrestling is shut down right now, and I need to be practicing in the ring. I've been learning a lot about wrestling. Trust me. Maybe not in ring, but the real parts of wrestling, which is horrifying. But yes, you gotta learn at some point. Or I've known the whole time, and I'm a great actor. I haven't. I've known a lot of things, but not wrestling. I think a part of me knew and didn't want to understand it because I was scared to understand it, which is understandable now. But this is the yard. I need to get the grass situated. I'm gonna pay someone to do that because I honestly don't know how to do that at all. And I'm not gonna buy a lawnmower and have to just keep up with that. I'd rather just pay someone to do it. I don't like to drop money on silly things, but that's one thing that I'm willing to pay for. Where's the dog? Coco. Okay, the dog's missing, so I'll be right back.